Hi guys, NCWQ here, and I have y'all looking at EMSC. And as you can tell, the swarms have continued on in Syria since the 7.8 and 7.6 earthquakes. Now this is where the 7.8 occurred. This is where the 7.5 occurred. So as you can see, this is 7.8. I'm going to show you the area here. It is right next to a town. This is a town. And then the 7.6 was over here. And yesterday I had talked about how close they were to the volcanic fields. But I don't have them listed on this map. But as you can tell, there is Karaka Dag is over here. So I want to see with my thing here, my miles here, how close that is. And that is, if I can find miles, that is 152 miles. The rest of them were down this way, and as you can tell, some of them are here, but there was one that was up closer. Anyway, on to the news for today, coming out of Syria. They are stating that more than 5,000 people have died. Turkey officials say that more than 20,000 people have been injured by this earthquake. I'm pretty sure that there is going to be many more, because of the fact that there have been about 6,000 buildings that were damaged. And if you take about, let's say 150 apartments, and then you times them by about 5-6 people that lived in those apartments out of that one building, you come up with a lot more. And hopefully those people have been able to get out. But seeing and reading that there have been over 5,000 people who have died and 20,000 injured is a sad state. Turkey's Vice President Fuat Oktay said the total number of deaths in Turkey had risen to 3,019, with 3,419, with another 20,534 people injured. That brought the number of people killed to 5,102, with another 1,602 people confirmed dead on the Syrian side of the border. So that's in 6,000s. 6,704. Officials fear that the number of dead from Monday morning's earthquakes and aftershocks will continue to rise as rescuers search the rubble for survivors. Survivors cried out for help from under the piles of debris as the first responders grappled with rain and snow. The region continues to deal with seismic activity, including one jolt nearby as powerful as the initial earthquakes. Rescuers pulled away slabs of concrete in search of bodies of families awaiting news about their loved ones. Another problem that they're having over there is weather. It is really cold. People have been able to stay in sports areas and have been staying in another building, but a lot of people have been staying outside by campfires, and it is snowy and cold. The quake was centered in Turkey's southeast province of Kahramanmaraş and forced residents of Damascus and Beirut into the streets. The quake was felt as far away as Cairo. In Syria, the area is divided between government-controlled territory and the country's last opposition-held enclave. Amid the country's civil war, hundreds of families in the rebel-held enclave remain trapped in the rubble, according to a statement from the opposition emergency organization called White Helmets. People injured from the earthquake quickly filled medical centers in the region, rescue workers said. Some facilities, including a maternity hospital, had to be emptied, according to SAM's medical organization. Ohan Tater, a official with Turkey's Disaster Management Authority, said more than 7,800 people were rescued across 10 provinces. The U.S. Geological Survey said Monday's quake had a magnitude of 7.8 with a depth of 11 miles. Hours later, a 7.5 magnitude trembler, which was likely triggered by the first hit more than 60 miles away. So you can see this was a 7.8 and this was the 7.5 which hit a few hours later. And they're saying that it was, USGS is saying that it was likely triggered by the first. Thousands of buildings reportedly collapsed in an area extending from Syria's cities of Aleppo and Hama to Turkey's Diyarbakir, more than 200 miles to the northeast. More than 5,600 buildings, including hospitals, were destroyed in Turkey alone. Frigid temperatures could reduce the time frame rescuers have to save trapped survivors. Dozens of countries in European Union and NATO have offered search and rescue teams, medical supplies, and money to support the government region impacted by the quake. The vast majority of support was offered for Turkey, but Russia and even Israel offered to help the Syrian government, although it was not clear if any would go to the rebel-held area in the northwest. Okay, so let's see if I can find anything else here. Anyways, you guys, go look up drone footage that was shown for Turkey, and you'll see how bad the aftermath of this earthquake was. I know I talk about being prepared and don't be scared. Right now, with all the earthquakes going on in the world, and this should be like a notice to people, make sure you have a bug out bag. Make sure that you have your plans, that you know what you're going to do if a big earthquake happens in your area. It's always best to be prepared. It's always best to know what you're going to do, have your routes to get out of your house, or how you're going to stay safe in case of a earthquake. And even for people that have hurricanes in their areas or tornadoes and stuff, it's always good to have backup plans. Know what you're going to do, know where you're going to go, know how fast it's going to take you to get there. Anyways, you guys, I hope y'all are doing well. If you look over on Twitter, you will see lots and lots of videos that have been posted. Just know that some of those that are being posted are not from this area. Anyways, you guys, take care. Be good to yourselves and each other. Much love.